This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Made in Australia. Hello everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone watching. Hello everyone, you're listening to Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio. I am one of your hosts for today. I am your sister Chloe De La Paz, all the way from the local congregation of Adelaide District of Victoria, Australia. And today is so sunny, which means that it's going to be a good day, everyone, because today we're going to be talking once more. We're going to be continuing our discovery and learning more about the various careers in the land down under. So join us as we unravel all the different careers and the different jobs here in Australia that make them so exciting, rewarding, and of course inspiring. So be on the lookout, everyone, because for today's episode we will have a special guest who will be fishing. It's the title. We're gonna get into this, everyone. He's going to be fishing for some information all about cyber security. But before that, there are already so many of you in the comments down below, sir. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Before anything, I would like to give a very, very special greeting to my mom, Sister Marty De La Paz, who is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Nanay. I love you so much. And of course, happy birthday as well to Sister Z Suarez from the local congregation of #Adelaide. And that reminds me, everyone, our hashtag challenge continues. So whatever your local congregation is, hashtag that. So for example, I'm from the local congregation of Adelaide. So therefore, my hashtag will be #Adelaide. We would like to give our special shout outs from commenters after last week's episode. We have Christoph Austria, John Christopher Zelda, Maritas Casiana, and Danny Silvosa. And we would also like to give a shout out to the many resident workers and resident ministers here throughout Australia. We have Brother Mark Raniel Kiseo, who is the CFO of Christian Family Organizations overseer over there in the District of Queensland, and Brother DJ and Sister Jerica Manguit from #Dandinong, as well as the Remoticada family. Hello pa ka Jomel. Hello pa Sister Aline Remoticada. Hello pa everyone. But of course, it's not just me today. Brother Morgan. Hello, Kuya Morgan.
That's right, Sister Chloe. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone. My name is Brother Morgan Goodfellow from the local congregation of Townsville in the Ecclesiastical District of Queensland, Australia. And yes, you heard it right. I'm very excited and looking forward to our discussion today as we hear valuable and meaningful insights on what it's like working in Australia. So send us your greetings and comments. For this week, we are giving a challenge to our viewers. Comment in your most creative cybersecurity pun. And at the end of the show, we'll pick the best one, winning a Made in Australia tote bag.
Exactly.
So, for example, we have let's crack the code to online.
Oh, that's good, Brother Morgan. I think Brother Morgan's also trying to compete for a tote bag, if I'm not mistaken.
I am due.
Anyway, everyone, I got this little gift, a little Made in Australia.
There it is, the
bag.
official INCRadio
so
Made in Australia tote bag.
Made in Australia tote bag. So again, it's not going to be just game time today, but put in your best cybersecurity related puns. So for example, you cannot be taking my fishing pun anymore, everyone. That's my pun. So your most creative pun related to cybersecurity, because that will be our topic for today. Isn't that right, Kuya Morgan?
Absolutely, sister. But before anything else, let's take a moment to appreciate and thank all of our amazing supporters who made tuning into Made in Australia part of their routine. Here's a short video just for you.
I'd like to say that that is spamtacular because we get a lot of spam on our emails. It's coming up, everyone. Keep your cybersecurity puns coming up. So today is our topic, of course, is cybersecurity. So now, everyone, sit back as we bring you our featured job for the week. So in today's digital age, of course, online safety, we always use our phones, our laptops, and every tech imaginable. And security is of prime importance, of course. So let's uncover what cybersecurity analysts do with their watchful eyes over virtual skies. So let's watch this video. Korea Tech, please play our Discovering Down Under video.
G'day, welcome to Discovering Down Under, brought to you by Made in Australia. Join me as we add another job onto our list. For this week, we are featuring a very relevant occupation, considering various concerns on privacy and security in today's digital age, a cybersecurity analyst. Let us discover what a career in cybersecurity in Australia looks like. Did you know that Australia needs an extra 5,000 cybersecurity workers each year? According to AWST Cyber, 51,309 dedicated workers worked in cybersecurity in Australia in 2023, but 12,500 jobs were vacant. AWST Cyber highlights the importance placed by the Australian government in responding to cyber threats. Working in cybersecurity, you could either be a cybersecurity analyst, a business intelligence analyst, a security engineer, security architect, cybersecurity specialist, and a lot more. Interesting, isn't it? Now, let me introduce someone who works in the field of cybersecurity, Brother Marlon Camilo.
Hi everyone, my name is Marlon Brando and Camilo. I'm a senior cybersecurity analyst at a South Australian-based cybersecurity company. Before I get into my cybersecurity job, I worked in the IT industry for almost 8 years, mostly as a systems engineer in the Philippines. Then cybersecurity, a rapidly growing field, caught my interest that time since the company where I worked before got hacked and got infected by a ransomware attack called WannaCry in 2017. Ever since, I got fascinated on how I get into the cybersecurity field. So I decided to study Master of Cybersecurity here in Australia, which opened doors and opportunity to get my current job.
Thank you, Brother Marlon. Cybersecurity seems to be very interesting, but what does it really entail? How does it relate to our daily lives? Let's ask Brother Marlon.
So what is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is essentially about the practice of protecting computer systems and networks, including mobile devices, from unauthorized access, unauthorized modification, and unauthorization of the data they hold. It primarily focuses in protecting the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the valuable data being processed and stored in the digital devices used by individuals, businesses, and governments, including the private and public organizations.
That was indeed informative. Thank you, Brother Marlon. I am sure we are all excited to learn more about Brother Marlon's career as a cybersecurity analyst, and more importantly, how he can manage thriving in his career and fulfilling his church duties. So, let's all tune in to the discussion.
Yes, thank you, Sister Jamie, and to our guest, Brother Marlon. Beloved brethren and viewers who are tuning in, as you may have heard, cybersecurity is a very ever-present career here in Australia, especially. So, if you may be interested in, or have find cyber works entertaining, be sure to listen into this this evening's discussion for. But before we continue, we'd like to shout out to our commenters. We actually have some puns coming in from some of the supporters from Port Adelaide. We have Sister Ruel, if I'm not mistaken, who has a pun for us, who says, sending our fish and chips from Port Adelaide Townsville.
You know what?
TSV, sorry.
Port Adelaide. From hashtag Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide represent. Hello, everyone. Very excited. Fish and chips is very timely because it's currently 36 degrees here, Brother Morgan. It's hot. It is so hot here in Adelaide. But we also have plenty of commenters. We would also like to greet more of our resident ministers and resident workers because there's so many of them in the comment section, and we'd like to thank them for their continuous support. We have Brother Edmark Velasco, happy viewing from hashtag Lorgan, Brother Andrew Fisher, our CFR, Christian Family Organizations Overseer here in the District of Victoria, Australia. Happy viewing and special greetings to the brethren in Queensland who endured the cyclone. Praying for everyone's safety. Hashtag Donnybrook, hashtag Maryland, hashtag Victoria. Hello as well to the District Minister of the District of New South Wales, Australia. We hope, Brother Seth Gutierrez, we hope everyone enjoys this show. Hashtag Sydney. We'd also like to greet Brother Richard Esperanza, the CFO Overseer of the District of New South Wales, Australia, as well as Sister Laura Esperanza. Happy viewing from the Esperanza family. Greetings to Brother Zilmar Bongaras, hashtag North Sydney, hashtag Tamarath, hashtag Armadale, and of course my brother. Hello, Brother Aaron De La Paz. Happy viewing from hashtag Mitchinbury in New South Wales. There's so many of them, Brother Morgan. I think we have more commenters.
Absolutely, sister. So we have some of our supporters here in Townsville, the Armamento family, Brother Randall Armamento. Happy viewing port from the local congregation of Townsville port. We also have the Pasquale family, who I promised a special shout out to if you are watching, for Sister Lottie and Brother Joseph Pasquale and your two children, Brother Job and Brother Jacob. Hope you're viewing for and doing well. We have Sister Jasmine Burnaby. Greetings from the Burnaby family for local congregation of Ipswich. For Sister Vanessa Lorenzo, happy viewing for Central Coast. For Sister Catalino Virano, happy viewing for from Ipswich. Sister Lynn Pangilinan. Hello, Paul brethren, watching from Dandenong, hashtag Dandenong. Again, we have our CFO Overseer, Brother Mark Kasea Port, watching live here from Caboolture Port, hashtag Queensland, hashtag Caboolture. So many viewers, so many tuning in, Sister Chloe.
Yes, so exciting in hashtag Caboolture. I keep trying to avoid saying it, but we have so many commenters and viewers from hashtag Caboolture. So hello, everyone.
Yes, but hello, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. And stay tuned because you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia, satellite studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio.
Made in Australia.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. You're still listening to Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio. And everyone, give your greetings to Brother Aaron Ventura, who is our first time Queer Tech for today. Shout out to you, Brother Aaron. You're doing a very, very good job. Now, get ready, mates, because it's time to be motivated and see what Brother Morgan, so Brother Morgan's twin, Brother Morgan, has in store for us in Gift of the Gab. Queer Tech.
G'day. Welcome to Gift of the Gab. This week's word is pertinacity. Pertinacity is a persistent dedication and refusal to give up, no matter how difficult the work may be. It's about sticking to your goals, even when faced with setbacks and challenges. For example, you could say her faith and pertinacity enabled her to overcome every obstacle and achieve her dreams. In both work and life, pertinacity fuels progress, turning obstacles into opportunities. Thanks for tuning in. Keep pushing forward with pertinacity, stay determined, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, that's
pertinacity.
so nice, Sister Chloe. Pertinacity fuels progress. I love the way that came in.
Yeah. I love the person on the video, Brother Morgan.
He is
He
quite
seems really
handsome, sister.
cool.
He's very handsome.
He's pretty cool, Brother Morgan. Oh wait, it's you.
All right. So, Sister Chloe, could you maybe use pertinacity in a sentence for us, or maybe you use
um,
pertinacity throughout your?
you know
your
what? In my time here on INCRadio Australia, it has taught me to be filled with pertinacity because
absolutely.
a lot of the times, the broadcasts are very, very fun, but sometimes things might go a little bit iffy. So we need some resilience, some pertinacity just
Absolutely.
to
We
get through
need
the
some
show.
resilience. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly. And of course, as we have mentioned earlier, we have a special guest joining us. You've seen him a little bit before in our Discovering Down Under video, but he will be sharing his experience as a cybersecurity analyst here in South Australia. So please welcome Brother Marlon. Brother Marlon, please introduce yourself to us here on
Hello,
INC Radio
brother.
Australia. Your name, your local congregation.
Hello to every viewers from all over Australia and around the world. My name is Marlon Brando Camilo from local congregation of Port Adelaide, District of South Australia.
Yes, District of Victoria, Australia, Brother
Yeah, District
Marlon,
of
because
Victoria,
we are still
Australia.
one very, very big district. So, of course, Brother Marlon, what are your duties for in hashtag for Adelaide?
So I'm a TSB officers in Port Adelaide.
Yes. And
Yep.
and I also hear that you're an overseer there as well, Brother Marlon. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
Sorry, Brother
Yes.
Marlon, before we continue, just to elaborate, Sister Chloe, our
Oh,
TSB for our church jargon and our viewers who may not be INC members, but is our technical service video providers. Is that right, Sister Chloe?
technical support for video streaming.
Yes.
You're very
Video
good,
streaming,
Brother
right? My
Morgan.
mistake.
It's one of those, yeah, it's one of those acronyms. So for those of you who don't know, technical support for video streaming, who helps us not only in our worship services but also in plenty of our activities inside the Church of Christ. So of course, Brother Marlon is a cybersecurity analyst here in Australia, which is a very, I've been hearing it's a very in demand job here in Australia, which is especially in the digital age. There's a lot of technology, and we want to protect our data as much as possible. Now, before we get into our discussion, there's so many of you live viewers, so we just wanted to give even more comments. I'd like to give a shout out to my very dear Sister Avril Avendana from hashtag Adelaide. I know you're there in the comments. Hello, Pati Sister Leticia Kiseo from hashtag Kabucha. Brother Marlon and Sister Bridget Libatic, Brother Marvin Tiangka, hashtag Dandenong, from Brother Dennis Cabrera, hashtag for Adelaide. Hello, Paka Dennis. Thank you for supporting us, and Sister Nina Stopani from hashtag Central Coast. Happy viewing. Now let's get on to getting to know more about Brother Marlon. So, Brother Marlon, you've mentioned that you've completed your bachelor's and your master's degree in information technology, and you were working as well in the Philippines, which is very, very interesting. So we would like to know, what are the tasks of a cybersecurity analyst?
Oh, that's a great question, Chloe. Cybersecurity analyst primarily protects and defends organizations' digital assets from various internal and external cyber threats. So 30% or 50% of my day is doing monitoring, detecting, and hunting cyber threats by constantly watching and analyzing different severity of security events to spot unusual activities coming from different sources of computer systems and networks. Then we do respond and investigate further critical security events. And lastly, we conduct security and vulnerability assessment and testing of our customers' network and systems as part of our projects.
Yeah, so you've mentioned cyber threats in a lot of detail. So can you simplify? We're working with one brain cell here. We're not as smart as you, Brother Marlon, you know? So
Yeah.
what are cyber threats? So can you give us some examples?
So these are the risks or security risks which are getting employed or using by hackers or cyber criminals in order to obtain the sensitive data, like for example passwords and bank informations of the person they are targeting.
Right, so that's kind of scary, Sister Chloe. Brother Marlon, could you maybe just go over exactly what maybe some common cybersecurity risks may be, and how and some threats that people may encounter on your everyday basis?
So are many there are a lot of common cybersecurity risk. Mainly, the first thing is phishing, weak passwords, malware, insecure public Wi-Fi, malicious websites. But the most common one is the phishing.
Ooh, what is phishing, Brother Marlon?
So phishing is like it's a as an analogy. Imagine a fisherman throwing a fishing line with a bait to catch a fish. It's the same with a fisher who is sending realistic fake emails to their target victims to deceive or trick them into clicking links or downloading attachment with malicious codes and giving their personal information like their online account and username and password and bank details.
Oh, so it's like, for example, we get some texts or some emails sometimes that say, "Oh, this is a brand that we usually know," but then actually
Yes,
they send us a link, but we're not actually supposed to click on them. Is that right, Brother Marlon?
yes, correct. So it's sometimes it's coming from legitimate online shopping websites, but it's not actually a legitimate one. Like it's
Yes.
actually a fake
So how
one.
can we differentiate them,
So if uh, so in this modern world, hackers or cyber criminals are also already using generative AI. So
Mm.
it's really hard to spot the fake emails from a legitimate email. But the only thing that you can do is don't if the email is not expected, don't click any links or download any attachments. Always verify to the main sender of the email in order for you to confirm if that's actually coming from them.
Oh, that's really interesting, isn't that, Brother Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't be too careful, especially in this day and age. Sister Chloe, Brother Marlon, I'm sure we would
Yes.
all like to learn a lot more about how we can all the more protect ourselves from those phishing attempts and so on, brother. But as we continue, we'd also like to know what skills or attitudes are needed to be successful in the field of cybersecurity. But
So to be successful in cybersecurity, you need to have a combination of personal qualities, qualification, practical skills, and experience, not just certification. But to answer your question, the skills and attitudes, on my opinion, are curiosity and problem solving, attention to detail, continuous learning, good communication, and most especially, you have to have a never give up mentality and be adaptable, which means you should be able to persist and adapt even if the situation gets harder and challenging. And I do that by being prayerful and having a dedicated time to pray and call upon God's support, guidance, strength, wisdom, energy, resources. So I could persist even if I face challenges and problems at work or any personal life. I've provenly tested this, especially during the pandemic and even now. That's why I'm sure I can overcome everything because God is with me and I utilize this powerful tool so I can keep going and excel at my job.
so jumping into that was very beautiful, Brother Marlon. You have a very strong
Yes.
faith.
Yes, I think he has pertinacity.
Pertinacity, absolutely. Within your job, brother, you have that pertinacity and that resilience is quite impactful. The way that you mentioned, you spend a lot of your time in prayer, Paul, to get through the trials of your workplace, Paul. Can you further elaborate? Do you have like a memorable moment, Paul, where maybe you faced some sort of hardship or a test or trial within your workplace, Paul, and how your prayer and your faith were helped you to overcome that hardship, Paul?
Yes, Brother Morgan. So I balance. I to balance my work and church duties. Both have planned my schedule carefully and setting clear priorities and expectation at church. And I've deeply learned the value of teamwork, patience, kindness, respect, and boldness, timeliness, prayerfulness, and clear communication skills. These things help me to work well with my colleagues and navigate around our personal and cultural differences to be better manage my task at my job exceptionally. But yeah, I have lots of challenges at work, especially during the pandemic as well, and in my life as well. But yeah, because of my prayerfulness, it gives me a powerful tool to overcome all of this because I know that all of the challenges is not gonna stay forever, and since God is with me, I'll be okay.
Yes, and that's so inspiring because we know that there's so many things in this life that can discourage us, especially it can give us a lot of burnout as well and some exhaustion.
Um,
And so that kind of inspiration that we need always comes from our Lord God and from our faith, like what Brother Marlon has experienced. Now, before we get into more of our questions for Brother Marlon, again, there's so many commenters out there. Shout out to Sister Ellen Joy Galapon, Brother Marvin Tiangco, Sister Girly May Berbo, happy viewing to all the brethren, hashtag Shepperton, Brother Randall Armamenta, hashtag Townsville, Sister Rhea from hashtag Queensland, from hashtag Cabocho, um, Sister Queenolyn Magnetico, from hashtag Kabocha again. Sister Gia Flores, hashtag Dandenong. Brother Armand Botea, hashtag Knox City. Hello po, Brother Armand. And of course, there's so many of you. Sister Liberty, hello at the Liberty. From hashtag North Brisbane, hashtag Queensland. And we also have Sister Eunice Trinidad, happy viewing for hashtag Port Adelaide. And you know, Brother Marlon, you have so many fans already here on INCRadio Australia, such as oh, wait, here it is. Brother Leonardo Domingo, you're a legend, Brother Marlon, hashtag Port Adelaide. So many fans. You've mentioned that it's important to have the resilience and to have that mentality to keep going, Brother Marlon. So those are transferable and mental skills that are really important. But how about skills in terms of cybersecurity, in terms of that field? What kind of skills do we need for in that kind of area? So is it a lot of coding, a lot of what kind of traits do you have, Brother Marlon?
So I think what you need to have is like for technical skills, you need to have a basic knowledge of IT fundamentals, like the network, computer networks, operating systems, um, programming, and security principles. So those are things that you definitely gonna need essentially. But yeah, that's the technical skills that you need. Other
So,
than
Brother
that,
Marlon, you also mentioned a little earlier you need good communication in your field, but um,
yes.
we were also talking earlier prior to our segment, but there's you have a language in cybersecurity, Paul. Can you further tell us or further explain the language of cybersecurity to us, Paul?
Usually, so you're talking about a programming language, Brother Morgan. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
yeah,
programming language, but
yes, yes, programming language, we usually use Python to create some script and automate some of our tasks. And yeah, that's the primary programming language that we use. But we are also able to expand that by utilizing and understanding some other programming languages. But we don't need to be an expert on those things
Mhm.
because we're not a developer. But understanding them and able to analyze them and what's how it's work and how it is doing, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
and,
I'm
and to
I'm ready for I've got a cheeky smile.
bring it
So
on, bring it on.
what is a snake's favorite programming language, everyone?
The
It's
snakes.
Python. It's Python, everyone. The puns. I can't be the only one making puns, everyone. So in the
Yeah,
live
send us
chat,
through your cybersecurity puns, Brendan. We want to hear them. If you didn't hear that one correctly, it was what is a snake's favorite
programming language. You
programming
got
language? And as Brother Marlon had mentioned, Python is a type of programming language. So
Yes.
Python and snake, they connect. So
Yeah, you got it. You
it's
got
a
it.
good
And
one.
we'd also like to shout out Brother Orly Makaya, the district minister of the district of Hashtag Queensland. Hello, Paka Arlie. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, Brother Marlon, I'm sure you have plenty of years of experience. Can you share with us a memorable experience working as a cybersecurity analyst? So your favorite memory, good or bad?
So I remember a time when I spotted a phishing email with a malicious link and tricked an employee into paying an overdue invoice and sharing the company bank details that seemingly came from a real supplier's email. The event shows that the target user clicked the link already, so I quickly called the target user and alerted my team to watch the events on user's computer for any further malicious activities. As a result of that, our quick detection and response, we are able to suppress the potential security breach since we stopped the disclosure of the company bank details and we have prevented an imminent direct bank transaction. So this actually taught me that even small actions matter and that a quick or coordinated response of our team is the key to keeping our digital society safe.
Yes, that's a really important one because it's important that we keep our personal and bank details
Yes.
safe, and that's one of your jobs, Brother Marlon, which is very inspiring. Before anything, actually, I just wanted to ask. So, of course, on an everyday basis, we use our Oh, before we go on to that, so looking back at your wonderful journey, of course, you mentioned that you were from the Philippines, and you started working in the Philippines. Um, as a systems engineer, to what do you attribute your personal success as a cybersecurity analyst and your achievements here in Australia? Brother Marlon.
So yeah, I attribute my personal success and achievements to God's given grace, guidance, and blessings. I believe that every step of my journey, from my career in the Philippines to my transition into cybersecurity in Australia, has been part of God's plan. He has opened doors and led me to opportunities I never imagined. There were challenges along the way, but through prayer and faith, God gave me the strength, wisdom, and perseverance to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. I thank God for the ability to learn, adapt, and grow in this field. He has given me the skills and opportunities to thrive, and I strive to use them with integrity and in purpose. So, God has blessed me with loving family as well, mentors and supporters who have guided and encouraged me throughout my journey. They supported me has been a reflection of His. This has been a reflection of God, love, and provision. So every success I've achieved is a testament to God's faithfulness. I trust Him in all that I do, knowing that He continues to lead me on this path for a greater purpose. So, yeah, all glory belongs to God, and I'm grateful for His continuous guidance in my life and my career.
Amen.
Yes. Let's go. That's the end of our show, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful,
Very,
Brother
very
Marlon. I'm sure a lot of
inspiring.
our viewers can all the more relate to that one. We
Yes.
appreciate your input and the strong faith that you have, brother. We also have a question for how can we all the more better the protection of our privacy when it comes to cybersecurity? What?
So, so for regarding privacy, it's actually being connected or linked to security, but privacy, data privacy, actually about managing or controlling users' data. It's about how it's being used, who is using it. It's who is have access to the data, but data privacy, you will be able to most of the application nowadays, you have control in your applications. Like for example, in Facebook or whatever social media applications, there are privacy statements that you can read, and there are some security and privacy settings that you can tweak and change it into what you want. So you can also choose what information you would like to show into the public and those kind of things.
Yeah, so it's important that we Don't share too much on social media, everyone, because social media is forever. Everything that you post on social media is forever, whether it's good or bad. So everyone, please be careful. And of course, very, very insightful and inspiring discussion. Brother Marlon, Brother Morgan, your names sound so similar that I get confused between the two. Before that, everyone, it's time for our favorite segment of Made in Australia. It's game time. So, Kuya Tech, let's play our game time bumper so we can play game time with Brother Marlon.
It's game time. Let's play.
Oh, I love teeing up to game time. I love teeing up to game time. So let's go on to our first question. So in this game time, everyone, we're going to be showing you definitions of anything cyber related, and we have to guess what it describes. Okay, so for example, let's go to our first question, Kuya Tech. Converting information into code to prevent unauthorized access. So, before we ask our expert, because I know Brother Marlon already knows this, I have faith. So let's see if we know this in the comment section, everyone. So again, converting information into code to prevent unauthorized access. So what is that called? Okay, while we wait for our chat to guess their answers. Brother Morgan, I know we have plenty of comments.
Absolutely, Sister Chloe.
Yeah.
So we have Brother Francis or Sister Francis Tarato. Happy viewing po from the local congregation of Mackay, Queensland, Australia. We thank you for all your support. But you and your watch party who are always coming through with Brother Sean, but now the resident evangelical worker who's always constantly traveling between North Queensland local congregations, as well as Brother Mark Caseo, who's constantly visiting Mackay Port, our local Christian family organization, CFO overseer Port. We have Brother Marvin Adapt, hello Port, and happy watching from Port Adelaide Port. A lot of supporters from your local congregation, Brother Marlon. Sister Eliza Rose Trinidad Port, happy viewing from the local congregation of Espiritu Santo Port. Is that Vanuatu Port? Yeah, Vanuatu.
Yes, it is Vanuatu.
Wow, thank you so much for tuning in, Port, all the way from Vanuatu Port. Sister Cheryl Sina, happy viewing Port from the local congregation of Dean Park, New South Wales. And Brother Armin Botea. Wow, cybersecurity, hashtag Knox City represent. Sister Chloe, do we have our answer yet from anybody?
Oh, we have some guesses. From Almarie Yakat binary code, question mark. We have from Zaydan Zarate, encrypt or encryption. We have from Brother Gabriel, encryption.
Code. And Sister Almari Yakat, binary code, question mark.
Ooh, I think that's a different kind of code. Brother Marlon, before we reveal our answer, what do you think it is?
It's encryption.
Encryption. Oh, let's see if it's the correct answer, Kriyatek.
Of course.
It is encryption. So what is encryption, Brother Marlon? In simple terms.
Yep. So encryption. So it's like imagine a normal text. The encryption is like obfuscating or making it unreadable to any human to any humans. So making it like unreadable for any humans. So yeah, that's the encryption. But it's we use algorithms or some tools to encrypt a code or in normal text writings, and to make it more unreadable.
Yeah, so it better protects our privacy, especially our messages.
Yes.
So it's very important. Let's go on to our second question. Kuyatek? Ooh, I think Kuyatek. Yeah, there we go.
Unscramble the word.
Ooh, I think let's do another one of those rounds, Kuyatek. We're still trying to figure out the word. So let's do that video again, Kuyatek.
You know, I never thought my dyslexia would ever come in handy until this question came.
You think so? I think my ADHD is like it's wired out. I was like you know why I asked Tech to play it again? It's because I had to actually write down the words on my computer. I was like, I don't get it. So NHIPSGIH.
That's it. So while we wait for our answer from our commenters, Sister Chloe, we might just check some of our engagement doc here. Some of our
Yes.
viewers for.
Oh, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to Brother Dan and Sister Alana Diaz. Hashtag Sydney. Hello po mga kapatid. Shout out to you. They are so Brother Dan is a resident minister in the District of New South Wales. Hello po, Brother Dan and Sister Alana. Hello po. Oh, so what do you think the word is, Brother Morgan?
I know exactly what it is, just because it seems to be an unnatural talent that I have with my dyslexia. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, and not giving away the answer, I think it is fishing bot.
Oh, I think Sister Celeste Oriondo says the same thing. Brother Marlon, do you have a guess?
It's fishing. Yeah.
Fishing.
He's confident. He's not questioning it. He's confident. It's
Yeah,
fish.
yeah. My ADHD says like it's just gone at this point. Kuya Tech, let's see the answer. Fishing, not fish with an F.
Fishing,
Fish
yeah.
with a PH, which that breaks my brain a little bit. I can't lie. So again, fishing is when we get fished or we get baited over email or SMS for links that will probably breach our privacy. Okay, let's go on to our next question, Kuyatek. Ooh, question number 3, Kuyatek. Which of these is an official INC website? A. hopefaithlove.com.ph. B. ph1914.officialsite.org. Or C. pasugot.com.ph. Ooh, I don't know.
No, it's almost scary, sister, because they all almost seem like official INC or Iglesia Ni Cristo website. So that's kind of crazy. Unless you weren't like a full dedicated church member, you may easily get fished into an incorrect website.
Exactly. But I know all of our comment sections are active, and I know that they know this answer very, very well. So I have faith in your comment section. But before that, we have plenty of comments. Hello, Sister Erin Suarez. She says, hello po, #Adelaide. Hello as well to Brother Troy de la Paz. Happy viewing from the local congregation of #Adelaide. We have shout out from the Baloloy family, #Brimbang, from Brother Abet Baloloy. From the De La Rosa family, hello po to all our TSV officers in #Port Adelaide, including Brother Marlon. We have Brother Mark, Angela Teodosio, from #Espiritu Santo, #Vanuatu. Plenty of brethren from Vanuatu today. Sister Riza Villapania, #Donnybrook. Brother Fernando Abelgas, happy viewing po. Sister Violet Mercado, hello po to Maligson family, #Altona. Okay. Do we have an answer? I don't. Let's see if there's some answers in the comments. What do you think it is, Brother Morgan?
If I'm not mistaken, personally, I would go with C, pasugo.com.bh.
Yes.
And we have
let's see.
a few answers here from. We have a answer from Sister Karen McQueen. She thinks it is also C. I was kind of hoping to see a lot more of our viewers and brethren in the chat answering this.
Oh, I know there's some. It's, you know why? It's because there's thousands and hundreds and thousands of them. Though there's so many of them that are actually in the comment section. I see them. I see you all in the YouTube comments. So keep commenting down below, everyone. Kuya Tech, what's the correct answer? B, me,
Well
pasugo.com.ph,
done, Sister Karen, and all of
where we get all of the articles related to the activities of the church, specifically our Care for Humanity, the Felix Y. Manalo Foundation, all of the different articles you can read there on pasugot.com.ph. So it's very, very exciting, everyone. So again, we have a few more comment section. Brother Morgan.
Yes, Sister Chloe. So we'd also like to give a special shout out to, sorry, just a
There
moment.
we are. Thank you. There we go. Here we go. I'll help you out. Thank you to Sister Bianca Lagrosa for our promo video. Brother Aaron Ventura again, our first time Kuya Tech for today. And Sister Jamie Ramosa, who is helping us with our YouTube engagements, making sure that every one of you, thousands and thousands of you, are seen on our YouTube live chat. Isn't that right, Kuya Morgan?
That's right, Sister. We'd also like to give a special shout out to Brother Romar Scott. Shout out to Sister Leyline and Roger Cruz. Bro, happy viewing, both from the local congregation of Shepparton. We have Brother J. Bo. Happy viewing, both from the local congregation of Espiritu Santo, Vanuatu, Port New District of Vanuatu, Port.
District of New South Wales. There we go.
New South
I think the dyslexia is helping you out. The brain cells are working. And of course, before anything, Brother Marlon, do you have any final greetings for us?
Yes, Sister Chloe. I'd like to greet of course, my gorgeous wife, Sandra Camilo, and my lovely San Miguel Camilo, who are watching at the moment. Of course, also my parents, siblings, relatives, and friends in the Philippines. I can't mention all of your names one by one, but yeah, I miss you all. And of course, to our resident worker, MacArthur Diriada, our local brethren and friends, Brother Ben, Sister Celine Bartolome, at the local of Port Adelaide, South Australia.
Yeah, represent.
Also, mention to all amazing DSP officers led by Brother Ruel Tapira.
Wow, amazing, Brother Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Brother Marlon. And kindly stay tuned because you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio.
Made in Australia.
Welcome back, everyone. You're still listening to Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INCRadio. And up next, let's hear some tips and advice on how we can be more productive and successful in managing our working life here on Strive and Thrive. Kuya Tech.
Welcome to Strive and Thrive. Today's tip is about maintaining work-life balance. It's easy to get caught up in the daily demands of work, but maintaining healthy balance is crucial to your long-term success and well-being. There's an old saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, set boundaries. Take breaks, enjoy hobbies, and spending time with loved ones. When you recharge, you can come back to work feeling more focused and productive. Remember, it's not about equal time. It's about feeling fulfilled in both areas. So there's your tip for today. Find your balance and have a good one.
Thank you so much, Brother Warwick, for those nuggets of wisdom. Very philosophical analogy there. Jack, all work and no play. Jack is a very dull boy. But, it's very true, Sister Chloe. You need to have that work-life balance.
Yeah, actually, coming out, I just finished my semester for uni, one of my last semesters for my undergraduate degree. So it's very timely because having a work-life balance is so hard. It's harder than what's the word? It's easier said than done,
Mm.
especially as a student. So it's really important to have that work-life balance, because without that, it's easy to get burnt out. And it's easy to get exhausted and tired. So it's very important. Isn't that right, Kuya Morgan? What do you
Yeah,
think?
absolutely, sister. So make sure we are able to balance our work life and our schedules accordingly, but and always keep prayer a priority as well as our church duties. But
Yes, that's very, very important, especially in our time now. Like what Brother Marlon said, we're in the digital age. Um, So there's plenty of phones and I said wallets, phones and laptops and all of the technology that might be distracting for us. Um, so it's really important that we also set time for our families. We also set time to do our hobbies that make sure that um, we're not taking away our time from our families, and that will lead us to a lot of burnout. We would also like to give a quick shout out to Ka Marvin Razon, Ka Eric Rufo as well. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. Now, we have a couple of minutes. Brother Marlon, um, just going back, we just wanted to do a little bit like a quick summary. So, what do you think are the tips and tricks? So, we've mentioned that um, on our social media accounts, we can choose whatever privacy settings that we have, um, and all of that. But what are other tips and tricks that we have to better protect our privacy and security? So, maybe talk about passwords, stuff like that, Brother Marlon.
Yes. So for phishing scams, always double check emails or messages asking for personal details. If seems off, don't ever click on links or open attachments. For weak passwords, you can create strong, unique, and long password for each account and consider using a password manager, not not the built-in browser password manager, but the paid one. So to help you remember them, in addition to that, always activate two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication and avoid using emails and SMS for 2FA. For malware, keep your devices and antivirus software up to date. And outdated applications and operating system, you have to make a habit of updating them as part of the good security hygiene, which is very important. This can be exploited or used by cyber criminals to hack into your devices. And for insecure public and or Wi-Fi, avoid doing sensitive tasks like online banking or a bank transaction on public Wi-Fi. If you need to do bank transaction, use your mobile data or wait until you're on a secure network or home. If you cannot avoid doing that, use a paid VPN tool from a reliable providers. But if you can't afford this, please don't ever connect your devices to free Wi-Fi networks.
Yes, thank you so much for that insight. So many tips and tricks, of course, which is a really good way to wrap up our show for today. Isn't that right, Kuya Morgan?
that's right, Sister Chloe. But before we do, I do have a bonus question for our viewers, and maybe if you give us an answer, and we can maybe read it out next week for our winners pot. It's just a very simple but funny question pot.
Oh
It's
no.
what is a hacker's favorite season for? Type your answers in and we'll read
Okay.
out the winner next week for. And so
Yes.
saying that for that concludes that episode today.
Yes, but before that, Brother Morgan, we're gonna have to announce our winners for our tote bag. So
Oh,
actually
absolutely.
today it's not just one winner. There's actually two winners. I'm gonna bring this up. So now our most creative cybersecurity pun comes from actually hashtag Port Adelaide, Brother Ruel Tapire, Fish and Chips, as well as Brother Romer Scott. Why didn't the IT team set up the remote office from the beach? It was too cloudy. Oh my goodness. Very good puns.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, go on, Kuya Morgan.
No. All right. So congratulations for Brother Ruel, Sister Brother Ruel, and Brother Roma Scott. Thank you so much for your input, Paul. We appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing all of our live chat next week, Paul. And that concludes our episode today, Paul. We hope that We all learned more about cybersecurity analysts and what makes this job unique, interesting, and valuable to our community. Indeed, they play an important role in safeguarding our digital environment.
Yes, and of course, we would like to thank our CFO, Christian Family Organizations Coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranya V. Manalo, and most of all, our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for all of your support and all of your love for us. Again, everyone, see you all next week. To all our viewers, thank you always for tuning in. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Play your video.
Mhm.
My heart's working today.